Not choosing to learn how to use AI today is the same as not choosing to learn how to use the internet in the 1990s. It's stupid.
No, it really
Like, don't get left behind.
And I think, like so many things, people get really overwhelmed with it, like, oh, learning AI. And it's like, the advice I would give someone is like, don't try to like look out into this vast pasture and be like, I have to be an expert on all things augmented intelligence. No. What industry are you in? Who are you serving? And then just go into that lane and figure out like what is relevant in terms of AI in my little sphere of influence, and then learn that.
Completely.
You know, it's like, you don't have to be the next, no. It's just take it bit by bit. It's not that freaking like.
I think on the one hand, some people are like, oh, AI, like you can vibe code, you can make apps. Like, you don't need to do that. That is not what you need to be doing. If you want to, great. That's really cool. But I think to learn AI, to me, is to learn how to ask a really good question and see the power of what it can do for you. Yeah. Right. And so I think it gives us power as solopreneurs and small business owners that we didn't have. Correct. That only large companies had. Yeah. That's the big difference in business, right? Like marketing, analytics, right? Like, you used to have to hire a company and spend a whole lot of money to get all these marketing insights so that you could decide who to market your solo product to as a solopreneur. Well, now you can get that for free. Yep. And that's fucking awesome. Yeah. Right? Because that like puts power in the hands of us again and takes it away from the big corporations, which in this world is really hard to do. But like, AI gives us that, and that's awesome. Yeah. And like what I'm doing right now with the B Lab, I figured out a way, okay, who am I serving? What am I trying to accomplish? And how can I maximize the technology that's happening? And so what we're doing right now is we're in the beginning phases of like figuring out what is all this data that we want to collect on an entrepreneur, like based on our product. And that whole, like, we're going to be spending weeks with a developer to figure out the way we want to communicate and what we want to extrapolate from you, which is going to be completely different than some typical, business consulting. I'm not worrying about AI in this whole I'm worrying about how I can do what I want to do and maximize that for people in this realm, right? It's amazing. And so I think when you put it into your own use case, it becomes way less overwhelming and more like, okay, cool, this is a tool. Let's get this shit done better than we could have ever done before. I completely agree. And I also think like it can give access in all areas of society to people to boost us up. And I think that's really important.